Hey everyone, in today's video we are talking about our overnight experience at the Best Western Plus, Park Place Inn, and Mini Suites. The Best Western is about a quarter-mile walk or 400 meters away from Disneyland. It takes about 5 minutes to walk to the turnstiles. Included amenities are a pool and spa, free Wi-Fi, laundry services, and probably the most important amenity, a full breakfast.
When we stayed, the breakfast spread was really awesome. It was more than what we expected. There were hot items, and when we went, it was waffles, sausage, eggs, and breakfast potatoes. They also had a variety of cold options, which were cereal, danishes, muffins, and fruit cups. Also, they had fresh fruit, granola bars, and the Uncrustable PB&J sandwiches, and you could take those as a snack in the park or even have them as part of your breakfast. They also had a great variety of drinks. They had a couple of juices available, milk, coffee, and tea.
When we stayed at the Best Western in November of 2021, breakfast was served 6:30 to 9:30. It's a great savings because as a family of 4, we spend about $40 to $50 a day on breakfast. One last amenity, which is located right next door at the Tropicana, is the Cove on Harbor. They have a coffee bar and serve fancy coffees, snacks, soft drinks, and sell medicine.
Up next is staff and service. I checked us in and I was really happy to see when I walked into the lobby that they had 3 front desk agents. A lot of times the smaller motels on Harbor only have 1 or 2, so I didn't have to wait in any line. I was helped right away. They were very friendly and welcoming. They explained about all the amenities, about the breakfast and where it was served, what time it was at. They gave me a map, and they also gave me the Wi-Fi password. Up next is room comfort and noise. Overall, this room was very comfortable. The beds were on par with what you would expect at a Best Western. They weren't the most comfortable beds we've ever slept in, but they weren't the worst by far. They were average. The pillows, on the other hand, I am very picky about the pillows if you've seen any of our other videos. I didn't find them to be very comfortable or supportive, so if you are a picky pillow person, you might want to bring your own pillow. Up next is the cleanliness aspect. Upon first inspection and walking through the room, we were very happy with it. It was super clean, nothing was out of place, no trash or anything like that, and also no random hairs in the bathroom, which is one of my bigger pet peeves. But then when we did our higher surfaces inspection for dust, we did notice that it had not been dusted in quite some time. And when we say that, we mean anything hanging on the wall like a photo. They hadn't dusted the very top of the frame. And for us, that is not a deal breaker, but we know a lot of people are really sensitive to dust, so we just wanted to point that out.
Our noise was the biggest issue with this room. This hotel is located right at the crosswalk of Harbor, and there is a stoplight there, and all night long, people were taking off from that stoplight like they were in a drag race. And if you are from the Southern California area or been to Southern California quite a bit, you know there are a lot of cars with very loud exhausts. When filming our room tour, we got interrupted a number of times from loud noises from Harbor. We'll insert these clips here. These mics that we're wearing right here are not designed to pick up background noise, but they picked up the noise from Harbor. We did have to enhance the sound a little bit so you can hear it, but it's definitely there.
It meets all my expectations so far. Will that be in the video? Okay.
Now, we did hear this room all night long. I am a light sleeper and Crystal's a much heavier sleeper. It did wake both of us up continually through the night, and we did not have a very restful sleep. Our boys were never awakened. Our room was located in the front of the hotel, and we thought that was the issue, but one of our viewers did mention in the hotel tour comments that they stayed in the back of the hotel and experienced a very similar problem that we had with the amount of road noise coming into the room. Our room was located near the building where Best Western serves its full breakfast, and we did experience quite a bit of noise from people queuing up. That breakfast did start at 6:30, and people began queuing up 10 to 15 minutes early, and they would have conversations right outside our room there, and we actually thought our window was open because it did wake us up. We double checked our window and it was closed, so this room just does not insulate well against noise coming in from the outside. This is a motel, and we do expect additional noise from the street. Now, one thing we did hear are people walking by. You do hear conversations when people walk by, when they roll luggage. So take that into account when booking this room. If you are sensitive to noises and you think that the breakfast noises might wake you up, we suggest requesting a room on the north side or in the back of the hotel.
Up next are the property conditions. This room was somewhat modern, and what we mean by that is it's been renovated and updated at some point. We are just not exactly sure when. Compared to the Tropicana, which is right next door to this hotel, the Tropicana has been more recently renovated, is much more modern, and has higher end finishes. This room we also noticed was very dark. They did have a lot of lights in the room, but even with all of those lights on, it still felt like a very dark room. For us, we prefer lighter and brighter rooms, so it's just a personal preference, but we did notice it was quite dark. We loved how spacious this room was. We loved having the additional couch that turned into a sofa bed. And if you have a scooter, a stroller, or a pack and play, there's plenty of room for all those things as well. And we love that there's a hotel so close to Disneyland that offers rooms that hold more than 4 people. A lot of the rooms surrounding the Disneyland Resort only can accommodate up to 4 guests, and this room can accommodate 6. So that is a huge bonus. Another thing we wanted to point out was the parking situation. It was very tight spaces and lots of cars crammed in, and we noticed it was mainly right when you drive into the entrance of the hotel. Nearest the lobby is where the spaces were the tightest. But there's good news. If you drive towards the back of the property and around to the north side, the spaces seem to be bigger and there was a lot more open spaces. So don't panic if you first drive in and you don't see any parking spots. You can definitely find some if you drive around. We were very picky about our car, and we were able to find a spot that we were really happy with and felt comfortable leaving our car there.
Who would be happy staying at this hotel? And we think this is a great option for small groups or larger groups that love to stay close to Disneyland with a included breakfast. The only other hotel this close that offers an included breakfast is the sister hotel, which is the Best Western Anaheim Inn. You do pay a little bit of a premium staying this close to Disneyland, but when you walk home at night, you're very thankful for that short walk. Now we want to point out that this is a motel and there is quite a bit of noise from the street. So if you are a light sleeper, come prepared, bring earplugs or a sound machine, and that should help out. Thank you so much for watching. And if you missed our hotel tour, go ahead and click the link here, and we will see you next time.